What's up, CP fam? Listen, today I'm gonna talk about how to reduce face fat. I'm gonna provide you guys with the gems and the secrets for how to finally get rid of that double chin. Listen guys, it's been very frustrating. My weight has always fluctuated, and there's been times that I've been 210 and even times that I've gone all the way down to 160. So make sure you guys stay to the end and receive all 5 tips, because the 5th tip is the most important tip to really help reduce that face fat. Let's get straight into it. But listen, if you know me, then you already know, back in the day, I used to be running down the street to 7-Eleven, eating a bunch of junk food. Guys, stop eating so much processed food. You can't have it all the time, you have to have it in moderation. Something that was really helpful for me is I would only eat processed food on Saturday. I like to go out, I like to enjoy life, I like to have a good time. So what I would do is I know that, okay, Saturday I'm going out. So I would just make Saturday my one day where I have a cheat meal. And it's a cheat meal, not a cheat day. So like if I know I'm going on a date, then hey, Saturday night, that's when I'm gonna plan my date. And what it did was help me develop discipline. So on Thursday when I wanted to eat, I'll say, oh man, nah, I can't eat right now. And it made me look forward to Saturday. So, you know, plan out your day. It doesn't have to be every Saturday, but I definitely recommend scheduling out one day out the week to have a cheat meal so you can cut down, because we're eating too much processed foods. It's too much second nature for a lot of us are going to McDonald's, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're going to McDonald's as often as we should be going to the gym. Guys, the processed food is so high in sodium, it's increasing your water intake, and your body's holding on to that and it's storing it in your face. So I highly recommend, if you want to see changes, to cut out the processed foods and look at a lot of those foods. You know, I was at the gas station the other day and I was just looking at the fats and the carbs and just in one cookie. And it shot me over my calories. So guys, if you really are serious about your goals, cut out the processed food and limit it to one day of the week, and you'll see a huge difference. Make sure you stay in a calorie deficit. A lot of you guys, men and women, need to reduce your body fat percentage. I don't know about you guys, but I can even relate to my women clients and even the men, that when they gain weight in their face, they're not just gaining weight in their face, they're also gaining weight in their arms, they're gaining weight in their legs, they're getting love handles, all sorts of different things. So listen guys, it's very important to go into a calorie deficit so you can reduce your body fat percentage. If you guys don't know what a calorie deficit is, I will provide a link in the description below where it's going to give you a breakdown of your macronutrients. All you're going to do is enter in your height, your weight, and how many days a week you're active. So for example, my maintenance is 2,700 calories. So a calorie deficit for me would be anywhere from 200 to 300 below maintenance. So that would be about 2,400 calories. Guys, it's very important to track your food. You have to track your food, put it on a food scale, and that's going to help you be able to stay in a calorie deficit. It's gonna take time. It took us years to put on weight. I remember, you know, binge eating, partying. You know, that's what did it for me, guys. You know, just going out all the time, you know, drinking, eating, all that type of stuff. And it's like you going through those phases, me going out for 6 months, a year, that it took me that time to put that weight on. So it's gonna take that time to get the weight off. Guys, it's a process, but you have to trust it. A lot of people are gonna tell you different things, but definitely wanna start with a calorie deficit, and you'll start to notice immediate results in just a week. Listen guys, I'm a former Division I athlete, so when they recommended walking, I'm like, what the heck is walking gonna do for my double chin? How's it gonna help me get rid of face fat? Walking actually allowed me to get super lean. Not only to get rid of my face fat, it also got rid of my love handles, and I was able to get visible abs. I highly recommend walking. Just by walking 5 to 10,000 steps a day, you can lose 1 to 2 pounds. And I know a lot of you guys are wondering like, well, I can't do that, that's too many steps. Listen, I understand if you guys don't enjoy walking, it could be time consuming, but there are effective ways. For example, I work a 9-to-5 job, so I've implemented using a walking treadmill. I'll put the link to that in the description below. Whenever I'm at home, I'm in the office, I make sure to use my walking treadmill to help me get my steps in. Another thing that you can do is, you know, call a friend. This is a good time for you to catch up with your friends and go for a walk. Also, if you have kids, this is an active lifestyle. You want to include your kids in this lifestyle. Get your kids, you know, go for a walk, go biking. There's so many different things you can do. But listen guys, walking is a huge thing that you can do to really help reduce face fat. And these are things that I wish I would have known, you know, just, you know, monitoring my food in a calorie deficit and make sure I'm getting those steps in. Just by walking 5,000 to 10,000 steps a week, you can literally lose 2 pounds. So I highly recommend doing that and staying consistent throughout the year. And you know, even if you start your day off, I like to start my day off sometimes with a walk. I'm not saying I do it every morning, but sometimes, you know, I wake up in the morning, I have about 8 to 10 ounces of water, and then I go for a quick 20-minute walk. That's already 2,000 steps right there. So guys, you know, I highly recommend being more active, and it's really good for me, my mental health. That's something I can't stress on enough, especially, you know, working a 9-to-5, you know, having that computer job, and then also balancing fitness and clients and things like that. It can get pretty stressful sometimes. times. So a lot of times when it gets too stressful, I like to just step away from the computer and go for a quick walk. That's been really good on my mental health. It is something I highly recommend to really reduce face fat, is making sure you're doing your facial exercises, moving your chin around a lot, and also working out 3 times a week. So doing your facial exercises, that's gonna play like a 10% role, but something that's gonna really help you shed that weight off your face and have a nice jawline is incorporating working out 3 times a week. Listen, y'all, I remember when I first started working out, chicks used to check me out like, man, who is this guy? Like, he looks so good. They're like, man, your face looks really good. Like, especially like a lot of people can't even guess my age. I'm a lot older than I look just because I have a slim face. Guys, just having a slim face is gonna make you more attractive. This is for my men and my women. And men notice it just as well as women. So I highly recommend, doing your facial exercises every night before you go to bed and get in the gym 3 times a week. And listen, guys, if you've never been to the gym before, that's okay, because your boy got you. Make sure y'all check out my fitness ebook. It's a free fitness ebook. It's gonna give you 3 months of diet, nutrition, training, and everything is body weight. This is just to get you started. I know a lot of us are new, a lot of us are scared, and we've never moved around a lot. So I want you guys to really work on moving. My fitness ebook is gonna break everything down for you, get that body right. You're gonna notice huge results by implementing that calorie deficit and doing the body weight exercises, and it's gonna get you ready so when you do wanna go to the gym, you're ready to go. And if you're already in the gym, then still check out the book because it's gonna show you plan, program. Start getting used into the habit of moving your body 3 times a week along with facial exercises, and that's gonna really help reduce that face fat. Tip number 5, guys, this is the most important tip of the day, is mindful eating. One of my homegirls, I remember her telling me all the time, I used to eat to get full. And that's how you gain a lot of weight. That's how you wake up one day and you're 220, like myself, and you're wondering like how that happened. It's because you're not tracking your food. You're eating to feel full, guys. We have to stop doing that. I realized that sometimes we emotionally eat, and that's what I was doing. I'm having a bad day, so now I'm going over to the kitchen and I'm eating everything in sight. Listen, guys, get a food scale. I'll provide a link in the description below where you can purchase a food scale. It's 10, 15 bucks, very affordable. By getting that food scale, you'll be able to monitor your food and you'll be able to see how much you're eating. Guys, be very mindful, especially like around the holiday season. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. And now Thanksgiving, that's the one day. What you guys want to eat? You want to eat 2-3 plates? Fine, you can have that day. But you're regular, you should not be consuming that many calories in one meal. A lot of us are overeating. And I realize, sometimes I would just eat so much. I'm consuming 4,000 calories. I'm only supposed to be having 2,500, 2,700 calories a day. So I highly recommend be mindful of what you're eating and watch your emotions. A lot of us are eating out of emotion. We're stressed from work, so we're just eating. So once I really was mindful of that and I slowed down my portion size and I purchased that food scale, the link in the description below, that really changed the game for me. So I highly recommend getting that food scale and slowing down on your portion sizes. And just be mindful of your plate. If it's hard for you, get a smaller plate. A lot of you guys are eating out of big bowls and big old plates. Like, just get a smaller size plate and that'll help out. And that's the last tip to really help you guys get lean and get fit. Listen, y'all, we're gonna get rid of that face fat. I remember, my face being puffier at times, and it just wasn't, I knew it was there, I could see it, and I had to do something about it. And I remember when I made the change, so many more people were paying me attention. When I'm going out, I'm getting more attention. So I highly recommend, if you want a dream body, you want that physique, you're gonna feel better about yourself. You're gonna feel more confident, So I highly recommend that if you wanna feel better. And that's tip number 5. Yes, sir, guys. Listen, those are the 5 tips to help get rid of that face fat. Listen, man, if you do those tips, I promise you will see some improvements. There's no way that you guys implement all 5 of those tips and you guys don't see improvements. Now, I'm sure if you guys are having this issue, then some of those tips you've never heard of before. So I highly recommend getting into it. I also recommend getting that ebook, y'all. It's a game changer. All you have to do is email me the word ebook at contentperformance@gmail.com, and you're gonna get a free ebook along with checking out the food scale and a bunch of other items that I have in the description below, y'all. Listen, man, as usual, thank you for checking out the video. If you made it this far, man, CP, Content Performance Nation, man, come, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. Man, we locked in. I got these videos coming out, man, every other day, man. So y'all stay tapped in, man. CP Nation, don't forget to subscribe. We out.